Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from the Superdome. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Here's 2nd and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's good for us, Steelers.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, Saints nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ready. Set.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
On the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 56 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with more pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
On play action, Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And Xavier Worthy, 42 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But there he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 64 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not. And look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Recovered by the Steelers.
Some good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Ben Skowronek. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. A handoff for Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Makes the score Steelers.
Boswell good with the extra point.
Saints, 14.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Olave holds it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 74 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans! Xavier Worthy, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. In motion left is Wilson. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on, set, blaster, 6.
On play action, Rattler. And that'll be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build. The turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Saints, first down.
Red cycle.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air is Rattler. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Set, ready. Blue 32. Hut.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
43 rail. Black shot. Blue striker. Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Olave over the middle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Saints 31, Steelers 28. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Evades the tackler and now some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Steelers 35. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. .47 yards.
A gain of 47.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now Williams running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Rattler. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
Mark that
yards.
as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Come on, set. Ready?
Rattler working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Cut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. That's into the hands of Worthy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the Saints.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
49-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
Quick throw to Olave. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 15.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set. Hut. 50. Green. Set. Hut.
Here's Rattler. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Xavier Worthy with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Makes the score Saints
Extra point by
52,
McLaughlin is up and good.
35.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Here's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers first down.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Gain of 11. That's good for the Steelers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Warren. Well, he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The 20, down to the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
First down and goal to go.
Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays. Have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To throw is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
The Steelers will line up.
Rodgers will throw forward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cuts to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe
pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. They'll go play action here with Rattler. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Down. Red, 38. Cut.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they've converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Here's second down. Up the middle, Johnson. Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Steelers.
Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. They try the left side with Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but but they'll stop him behind the line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one in one of our early window games.